Crypto markets are continuing to dump today. What the heck is going on? And what do you need to know? Look, don't get spooked on the first 20-day EMA retest, okay? The breakouts here, big things are coming. We got a lot to talk about, so we better get straight into this. So guys, look, apparently that 80,000 Bitcoin that was sent to Galaxy Digital has started moving, and Galaxy Digital has been selling that Bitcoin, spooking the market, of course. $1.18 billion of Bitcoin sold so far. We could have more sell pressure come in from Bitcoin specifically here over the next few days, which could spook the market a little bit further. But guys, could we just take a step back for a second and realize that ain't nothing, man? The market's absorbed so much more seller pressure in this. It's just a redistribution of old coins to new hands, okay? Remember that. Strategy just increased its offer again, $2.8 billion to buy more Bitcoin. There you go. Sailor just literally at current prices is going to be buying 20,000 Bitcoins. Who cares about 10,000 BTC sale? Come on, let's keep it in perspective, right? Bitcoin Treasury company is buying up all the BTC. We just had a new Japanese company announced today. I can't even, there's been so many announcements. Again, there's been last 3 or 4 days, I've seen another 7, 8, 9 different companies announce Bitcoin treasuries, and some of them are quite small, like $20 million. Others are like $1 billion, but a $10 billion plan, like that Mexican real estate company. Guys, the buy pressure is there. Matt Hoogan, CIO of Bitwise, says anyone who thinks we're at peak treasury company is wrong. I agree. We are far away from peak treasury company. It's going to get way frothier and way more crazy, okay? Treasury companies to the effing moon. It's going to be nuts. Now, currently, Bitcoin down here retesting the 20-day EMA, yellow line on the chart, as you can see here. Let's see how the price reacts by the end of the day. Ideally, you want to see bulls step in, push the price back up to around $116,000, which is basically the bottom of this range that the price has kind of been in here for a while. As you can see here, $116,000 has been a pretty key spot here for BTC. Was the price bottom back here on the 15th, as well as 20th, 21st, 22nd, approximately in that range here as well. 20-day EMA, we want to see it hold. Now, we do have the MACD trending down, which short-term could say not necessarily that we're going to have a giant mega dump, which it could. We could come back down to the 50-day EMA at $110,000, $111,000. However, what it's more indicating is that we're seeing a slowdown in momentum, which could see us consolidate before the next major move higher, okay? Blunt's here sharing a nice chart with basically a C wave here on the pattern, which could be the final move necessary before sending the price of Bitcoin higher up into the 126, 127 range, something like that. Kyle Dupe sharing this one. Binance, perps, and spot long bias creeping in. Bitcoin still chopping, but July 22nd saw a spike to 120K. FOMO longs jumped in fast. Perp premium shows longs piling in, but no real breakout. Whales used the strength to offload. Price slipped back down. Funding is neutral. No clear conviction. Yep, the market is reactive, not directional. The perp spot spread is telling the story. Watch it closely. Okay, you can see back here this big green pile mountain over here on the left-hand side of the screen was last time that we had the positive momentum here. And we have one bar right now. We could be at the beginning of a new move here for that, okay? We'll keep an eye on that closely. Guys, if you're trading the cryptocurrency markets, I know that's you. Check out BitUnix, where I'm doing most of my trading at these days. You can long the rips, short the dips, deep liquidity in all the big coins. And guess what? It's available to anyone, anywhere. That means you. You can use BitUnix, okay? Doesn't matter where you live. No KYC, no VPN, no BS. Just trading. Deposit funds. Have a good time. And here's the deal right now. Link down below, by the way. Right down here. Here's the deal. You can get up to $400 cash back. So you deposit $500, you get $100 back. You deposit $1,000, you get $200 back. You deposit $2,000, and put $400 cash back into your account. You can use to trade with. That's crazy money, man. Plus, you get up to $9,000 in trading bonuses. Literally, the more you trade, the more cash back you get. It's a crazy deal. Go check it out. Link down below. Now, by the way, I did get stopped out on both my dog with hat trade and my Pepe trade. About to go hop on a plane. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be jumping back into these trades at the moment. Although I think there's probably some interesting trading opportunities starting to form up here for some of these meme coins right now. Solana long still open. I hope that nothing gets so wildly, irrationally bearish while I'm on the plane that this doesn't get stopped out. If it is, hey, stopped out a break even. Only lost some profits. But I think we're going to see Solana bounce here soon. I'll discuss that more in the chart here in a second. Kabezi letter sharing this. US M2 money supply surged 4.5% year on year in June to a record of $22.02 trillion. Marks the 20th consecutive monthly increase, the largest increase since July 2022. The money keeps flooding into the system, guys. Don't fade it. Liquidity is rising and it's going to lift all boats. This is insane. So Hong Kong ETF issuer confirms China is actively looking to shift into Bitcoin and crypto. Yo, this is huge. Look, there's been a lot of rumors for a long time, but I'll tell you what, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Big things are going to come, man. China's going to get back in the game. They can't watch America do this and completely ignore it. They can't. They'll have to do it. They're going to be forced to. Chris Berniski saying, alts hardly breaking a sweat on this Bitcoin flush tells me there's not much fear and a lot of appetite in the market. This guy saying, but they're down 20% in the last 12 hours. That ain't nothing for altcoins, man. Okay? It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's just a flesh wound. It's just a flesh wound. Dogecoin. Now, look, I'm going to share a few charts with you guys here because I want to really elaborate this point. Don't get freaked out on the first 20-day EMA retest. Now, if you believe we're in a bull market, if you believe that we are going to continue to see a rising wave of higher highs and higher lows, then you should be watching the 20-day EMA. Because guess what? During a series of higher highs and higher lows and a major uptrend in the market, you will on average get 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 or 7 sometimes 20-day EMA retests. That means the price will come back down exactly like it has for Dogecoin here. We'll have a giant run up and then a big old fat steaming dump in the market. Look at this. Price down 22% in 3 or 4 days. This is the volatility that is classic for crypto. You either love it and adapt to it, or you hate it and, I don't know, go buy bonds or something. Anyway, a 20-day EMA test is normal, it's healthy, and it'll happen multiple times in a market cycle. Expect them, anticipate them, do not fear them, okay? 20-day EMA test in process here for Dogecoin. Now look, obviously if the 20-day EMA fails and we start bleeding down super heavy and we start putting in, really crazy downward, yeah, okay, sure, that invalidates the 20-day EMA retest. But so far, it's a 20-day EMA retest, not just for Dogecoin, for other coins still. We'll look at that in a second. Miles here pointing out ETH rallied to $3.8 thousand without a crazy rise in funding, mostly fueled by ETF and spot bidding. Once we're near a cycle top, expect this to spike massively, just like that Bitcoin chart I shared with you guys yesterday. When the crazy happens, you'll see the funding rates go absolutely bonkers on exchanges, and that means you're nearing a top situation. We're not there yet, okay? ETH has actually held up super strong during the sell-off, barely moving, in fact. ETH bags to the moon, let's go. Fantastic. No, really, look at that. It's crazy, man. ETH has barely budged, not even getting a 20-day EMA retest here on ETH. Solana, though, yes, okay, from $206 down to $175 approximately today for a 20-day EMA retest. And, of course, a retest of the previous line of resistance. Fine. I want to see a close back above $185. $185 is also a very, very important line here for Solana, a very important line of control. And I think the weekly close above $185, if we can rally over the weekend or over the next few days, will be very, very important here for Solana. But so far, breakout, bullish retest, 20-day EMA retest, man. It's not the time for fear. That comes later. Okay, anyway. XRP, same situation. Guys, a lot of the major coins right now retesting their 20-day EMAs. And again, if the 20-day EMAs fail to hold, that's a different conversation. But so far, this is all technically bullish stuff. Nothing goes up in a straight line forever. Expect these big fat pullbacks. This is crypto. You're going to see 15, 20, 25, 30% pullbacks on your altcoins after they print 100% gains. Do the math. Have you made money on that move? If you were late to the move, and I'm saying, guys, don't be late to the move. If you're late to the move, wait. Wait for pullbacks. Okay, don't go longing into resistance. Everyone wants to go long on the ETH at $3,800. They didn't want to do it on $2,300 when we went long. No. Everybody wants to long the top and short the bottom. Don't do it like that. Wait for retests. Retests come. Here's your evidence. And expect this to happen probably multiple more times during the run-up, okay? Again, maybe we're all wrong and this fails and this is not a 20-day EMA retest. This is the beginning of the end and it's all over. Double top, baby. Triple top. I don't know. Every bearish narrative you can throw at it, price to zero. I doubt it, okay? Likely 20-day EMA retest, and we're going to be fine in a few days' time, okay? Don't get shaken out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you back in the next one. Peace.